I hired Lisa as my babysitter, and she has acted completely irresponsible.
Why did you hire her to begin with?
I hired her because I needed someone to take care of my young children while I taught summer school. I'm an athletic coach.
Okay.
And I met her.
How many children do you have?
I have 2.
And what their ages?
5 and 7.
Boys or girls?
2 boys.
5 and 7. Oh, that's 2 boys. They can be pretty rambunctious.
Yeah.
I got 2 boys. I know that. Mrs. Sanford, what made you decide to take the gig?
Well, she offered me full-time because I'm a student also, freshman in college. She offered me full-time.
What are you studying in school?
Psychology.
All right. How you doing so far grades-wise?
Pretty good. Average is 3.0.
All right. That's
So,
not bad. All right. So psychology, so I take it that you could have some good experience supervising 2 rambunctious boys, huh?
Yes.
All right. And
well,
were the boys well-behaved? Or?
Rambunctious? No.
They were good boys.
They don't really go outside much. They just stay in the house. They play their video games all day, which they said
No
their
fighting
mother...
with each other, no hollering,
No,
he hit me,
it's
none of
kind
that?
of weird. She's a gym teacher, but she doesn't allow them to go outside.
I don't allow you to take them outside. Let's be very
She
clear,
has
Your
a
Honor.
very
Wait a
nice
minute.
backyard that she doesn't...
Stop. I'll let you talk. Hold on a moment. We talked about this whole issue of them going outside. What was your policy about whether or not they could be outside of the home? I take it specifically when you're not there.
Yes, when I'm not there, my house is on a very busy street.
Oh, I see.
It's a little bit dangerous, and
But she has a very nice backyard.
I understand. I'm going to let you talk.
My kids do like to play video games, so I decided to split up.
Which is all they do.
Stop.
According
Are
to
you allergic to the word stop talking?
Sorry, Your Honor.
Well, I let them play the video games while I'm at work so that when I get home, we can do more athletic type activities.
Okay. Because if you're an athletic teacher, obviously,
Yes.
you understand the importance of
No,
them.
Your Honor,
Absolutely. You know what? I'm so glad that I
Here's
never.
what we've got going on right now.
I'm so glad I never trusted her with
Stop-
my children
stop for a moment.
outside.
When you come to a courtroom and a court says don't talk and you talk anyway, that's disrespectful. Do you think that helps you or does
sorry,
it hurt
Your
you? Does it help you or hurt you?
Hurt me.
Don't do it again.
Thanks, Your Honor.
All right, so you were talking about this area is busy. When you get home, you would do the athletic activities with the boys. You
Correct.
wanted them to stay in. And so what was the plan in terms of with Miss Sanford watching them?
Okay. Well, they're very young, so they do need to be constantly supervised.
Of course.
She's been very irresponsible, and I did not realize.
Give me an
this at
example of how
first.
she's been irresponsible other than interrupting when I tell her not to talk.
Well, she has been stealing my liquor.
Can you prove
drinking-
that?
Yeah. Well,
Stealing liquor.
I don't drink very often. I know it wasn't
Because
my
that's a
kids.
pretty bold assertion to make that someone is a thief in your home.
Absolutely.
So what makes you say that she was stealing your liquor?
Well, I have a liquor cabinet, and I hardly ever go in there. I don't really drink. I had some friends over. This was kind
Wow.
of towards the end of her working for me, and I noticed that a lot of liquor was missing out of the bottles. For example, I had 1 bottle of vanilla vodka, and I had tried it once. The bottle was nearly completely empty.
All right.
So I don't know if she's drinking on the job, having
So
her
you've never
boys
seen
over,
her.
and having a party.
You've never seen her drink, but you're deducing that because no one else is in the home other than her,
And
you're seeing the alcohol missing. Ergo, she has to be drinking. Put your hand down.
There is one more thing.
Okay.
My boys always told me that she had a special drink during the day.
Which was coffee.
I assumed
Sit down.
it was coffee.
Sit down. Sit down. Sit in the chair and square yourself. Go ahead.
I assumed it was coffee, and she does bring a thermos in. It smells like coffee. She's drinking it. Looks like coffee. But I don't know if she's using that thermos to take liquor home or if she's having
Okay.
drinks.
All right. Well, what does it have to do with why we're here, though? Because you're not. Are you saying that somehow she was under the influence of alcohol while she's looking after your children?
Correct. I mean, that's just part of the story.
All right.
The-
How did that manifest itself? That she's under the influence while she's looking after your children?
Well, you know, I never smelled anything on her when I got home, to be honest with you. But there are other things that she's done as well. My boys would tell me that she has different men over to the house,
Okay.
that she takes them up to my bedroom, and God knows what's going on up there.
All
She's
right.
even posted on her website about this, on her social network site, that she's taking men into my house, and she's bragging
Do you have any
about
proof
it.
of that?
I do.
Let me see it.
Coming up on... We're back with the case of Ruth Marcus.
Ms. Sanford, we are not getting off to a good start here. You're getting ready to lose this case before I even hear from you. I'm going to let you come up one more time. If I have to say what I have to say to you again, you're going to lose. Are we clear?
Yes, Your Honor.
Lisa Sanford, I can't wait for my boo to pick me up from babysitting. Okay, how is that proof that she had men in your house?
Right. Well, my sons are telling me that he's not the only one that comes over.
Stop. This doesn't prove to me that she has men inside the home. Is she saying, I can't wait to be picked up?
Right, but I believe my children. They wouldn't lie about
But what I'm
something
saying
like
is
that.
when you say to me, here's proof, this, in other words, if there was a picture of her and the guy in your bed, well, then that would be an example of she's bringing guys over. Her saying, I can't wait to be picked up, there's nothing unusual about that. Ms. Sanford, let me ask you, did you have men inside the home?
I brung my boyfriend over one time because Miss Sanford,
Talk to me.
Because she is sometimes late. Most of the time
Define
she's
late. Like what time was she supposed to come home?
3 o'clock. I worked for her from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Is that correct, Ms. Marcus?
That's correct. We agreed to that in
Were
the
you
beginning.
ever late coming home?
Yes, I have
Yes.
been.
How many times were you late?
Often.
I'm talking to her.
To varying degrees, more often than I knew that I would have to be.
Okay, so that's a lot. All right. Was your transportation your boyfriend?
Yes.
All right.
And he picked me up every day, which is supposed to be at 3 o'clock.
And how
But-
late would she? How late would you just be? 10 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, 3 hours? What?
Most days was an hour.
Is that true?
The latest was 8
No,
p.m.
that's
and
not
I have to
true.
go to school.
Stop.
That's not true, Your Honor.
Has it been as late as an hour?
It has been on occasion, but
Okay.
typically it's 10
Did you
minutes, 20
compensate her
minutes.
for that?
No.
No, I didn't. It was
Why not?
It was not in our
Because she's
original
cheap?
agreement.
Stop.
I also told
You know
her-
what? You were doing so well. Less is more. Slow your roll. Why were you not compensating her if you were late often?
I told her originally I didn't know I was going to have to work after
Okay,
school.
but once you started seeing that there was a pattern,
Yes.
what did you do to compensate her for her time?
I told her that I could not afford to pay her more than $300 a week.
So you're basically having someone working overtime for you and you're not compensating them, yes?
Yes, but I
Okay.
did offer to
I only
hire
say
someone
that
else.
to say you called the woman a thief,
Correct.
and that's very disparaging. And put your hand down. You're messing up your case. Why are you not hearing that? Don't you hear the tone
Sorry.
of my voice?
I'm
Are
sorry.
you
but-
hearing the tone of my voice? Can you hear me?
Yes, Your Honor.
Help me help you.
Okay.
So you had this woman 5 hours over the time and you didn't compensate her at all?
I didn't.
Okay. You don't see a problem with that?
I told her, sir, that we could work out something where someone else could help split her shifts up, or if,
Okay, well,
if
did
it
you do
wasn't.
that? Did you work something out that someone
No,
else?
because she wasn't complaining that much about it. So I thought we were okay.
Okay, and did you know that the boyfriend was picking her up?
My sons told me that someone was picking her up every
so
day.
you knew she didn't have her own transportation.
Correct.
So did
There's
you
a bus stop, though, close by.
Wow. Both of you are a trip. Okay. If you knew she didn't have her own transportation and you knew you were running late, did you just expect the boyfriend to just sit in the car for hours until you got home?
Well, she could have called him when I got there.
That is so inconsiderate.
You know what?
Stop. Absorb that. Just absorb that for a moment. That's very inconsiderate. You're having this woman take care of your children. She's doing you a favor. You're doing her a favor. There has to be some sort of mutual respect and deference. So, why are you suing her for this amount?
She's negligent. I think that she's not supervising my children as much as they need. They're too young to be left alone while she does whatever she's doing in my house. Okay?
Well, what else would she be doing? The boyfriend comes in because you're late. You're saying that she may have consumed some alcohol inside the house.
Which never happened.
There,
That was the last time, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
That's not your call to make. Because I said don't do it again, right? And because you keep interrupting me, that means I can't get the information that I need. And you're directly attributable to that. So based on the evidence and testimony before this court, without even hearing any more, the gavel is going to come down in favor of the plaintiff in this case in the amount of $750. Case closed.
Judge Ross has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant is ordered to pay $750.